you know, I guess I'm going to modify what I have written down a little bit, but what are some kind of final considerations that you guys think, you know, that as entrepreneurs, that people starting new companies should be thinking about as they make these sort of considerations, thinking about how to utilize open source code, or thinking about making things proprietary? What are the questions that they should be asking themselves?
What's your strategy? I think that's really, at the end of the day, really think very clearly about it. Take it slow. You know, most of the really successful companies took 10 years to build. They didn't actually happen overnight. So just think about that. Take the slow boat. You know, I see a lot of entrepreneurs that want to get that TechCrunch headline, right? Because I think it's going to help them raise money, but that's probably not very true. Or, but if you're thinking about it strategically and you're like, okay, I have like a sales funnel, I'm going to drive traffic, I'm going to track that inbound traffic through a user acquisition funnel that's going to convert at some conversion rate to some sort of monetizable like strategy, then go get that press, right? Because it makes sense. And at my previous company, we thought a lot about that. And you try to go out and get press and you feel good, right? But at the end of the day, what we ultimately discovered was, hey, every single time a media outlet writes about a rally or GoFundMe or any of these things, it drives an enormous amount of traffic to a page that has a very clear 8.5% conversion rate on checkout with a ticket size of $85. So do that all day long, right? That's a great business. But that's a strategy, right? So that's my thought.
Yeah. Sam?
I would say know your space. Know it very well. I used to write in the domestic partner that I'm currently engaged with, which is my way of saying girlfriend. She's big on musicals. So Lin-Manuel Miranda for Hamilton. I don't like musicals. I don't know why you have to sing everything. So she told me that Lin-Manuel's thing is you need to write within your experience. I kind of apply that to entrepreneurship as well. You need to know your space. I know blockchain very well. I don't know medical as well, and I don't know like logistics very well. But I know blockchain infrastructure very well, so I'm able to manipulate it kind of at will.
Know your space.
I think blockchain is a weird animal. I think what we're doing that I think is helping us a lot, and I would like to see other projects and companies do is really understand what exactly what is your product and who cares. It seems like it's a very basic question that in most startup arenas is a necessary series of questions to ask and answer. But you look at the existing blockchain space and where do you see a product with an end user with a reasonable user base? I'm going to anger a lot of people, but I'd say there aren't any. There are tremendous amounts of capital that have been raised, and they've yet to be realized as products. And so I think a product-focused, product-centric perspective, and then take your time to build it. And it's okay to change what the product is, but otherwise I think we're building a lot of things that don't really go anywhere.
Micah, you want to give a final word here?
Yes. I would say all of these different approaches you could take to the product you're building involve disclosure in some way. And all I can say is it's very important to disclose your ideas consciously. Know who you're telling about them and know why you're telling them. If it's going to be released to the public, have a reason for that. It has to go with your strategy. It has to go with knowing the space you're in. Are you going to get more benefit from disclosing to the public and perhaps losing the ability to file for a patent later? Or are you going to get more benefit from keeping it mostly secret? Ideally, you'd make some sort of a zero-knowledge proof.